morning, everyone, and welcome back to our online C2C. I know that it's crazy that we are still having to do all these online services, and we truly miss being in person and being able to see you and give you hugs and check in about your weeks and ensure that you're all doing okay, and if you're not okay, ensuring how we can help. I really hope that your weeks have been good, that you've gotten up to some good challenges or learned something new during this week. I don't know if you all recognize me, so my name is Paige. I used to teach C2C regularly about a year ago, so some of you may or may not know me, and I also think that you may recognize me in a moment when my mask is taken off and this scrub top is taken off. So the reason why I am starting this video at work is just to introduce a new topic. So the reason for this is that part of my job as an occupational therapist is to help people to do better, to help them feel safe, and to help them just improve on their skills. So one of the ways in which I'm able to do that is by gardening skills. It gets people active, it helps them feel good, and it improves many skills. But today, which is Wednesday, I was busy getting some sticks out of tires, which I'll show you in a moment. And as I pulled the stick out of a tire, a rat jumped out of these tires. And I got such a fright, and I just said, "Oh my gosh, there's a rat here," to all my patients. But I couldn't completely panic, because otherwise all my patients will panic. And that would not be good. So I could choose basically one of two things. I could stay calm, ignore the rat, take the stick that I needed, carry on, or I could run away, forget my patients, and just decide that, oh well, I'm going to protect myself. But during these uncertain times where maybe some of us don't feel so safe, we have to wear these crazy things on our faces, we have things happening that we're not so sure of. Maybe we're having to do online schooling, or mom and dad are our teacher, or things are just really strange. We haven't seen our friends in a long time, we're missing everyone. And so I just wanted to present that scenario and say that things might seem weird and crazy, but there's this story in the Bible that lets us know that even though these things might happen, there's somebody out there that is incredible who's taking care of us, and I think you know who this is going to be. So before I change completely out of my scrubs, this is who I am without my mask, and this is who will be doing the rest of the lesson. But to introduce you to the character who I'm pretty sure you know, we're going to start with our Bible reading, which is going to be read by my colleague at work, Deanne, and she's going to present you with our story.
Today's reading is from John chapter 17, verses 1 to 11. Jesus prays to be glorified. Verse 1. After Jesus said this, he looked toward heaven and prayed, "Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son, that your Son may glorify you. For you granted him authority over all people, that he might give eternal life to all those you have given him." Verse 3. Now this is eternal life, that they know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. Verse 4. I have brought you glory on earth by finishing the work you gave me to do. 5. And now, Father, glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you before the world began. The next subtitle is Jesus prays for his disciples. Verse 6. I have revealed you to those whom you gave me out of the world. They were yours, you gave them to me, and they have obeyed your word. Now they know that everything you have given me comes from you. For I gave them words you gave me, and they accepted them. They knew with certainty that I came from you, and they believe that you sent me. I pray for them. Verses 9. I am not praying for the world, but for those you have given me, for they are yours. All I have is yours, and all you have is mine. All the glory has come to me through them. Verse 11. I will remain in the world no longer, but they are still in the world, and I am coming to you. Holy Father, protect them by the power of your name, the name you gave me, so that they may be one as we are one.
Hello guys, so I'm back and I'm home and showered and dressed in normal clothes without a mask. So you guys have just heard the reading from my colleague Deanne, and that reading was from John chapter 17 verse 1 to 11. And you know, I think that is a really cool story, and like I said in the first part of my story, is that there's somebody out there that no matter what is happening is taking care of us. And that's something that really, really stood out for me in this reading, is that Jesus is saying in this message, he's saying to his dad, he's saying, you know, I've done the work you've asked me to do, I've completed this task, I've glorified your name, but now what? And I don't know if you guys have ever felt that, you know, you've got a school assignment or mom's asked you to complete the dishes, but then you're like, okay, now what? What's my reward? Or, you know, you get something done because you're going to get a good mark at school, or you do the dishes because, you know, if you do the dishes it means that you get a treat at the end of the week because you've done all your chores. But what's really, really cool in this story is that what Jesus is saying is he's saying that, you know what, Dad, is I've glorified your name and now it's my turn to take my reward, yes. So I get a reward of coming up to be next to you. So I get to be glorified and I get to sit next to you in heaven. But I still want to pray for these people that I've taught about you. And more than that, he says that even though I'm no longer going to be in the world, this is what he says in that final verse, in verse 11, even though he's no longer going to be in this world, he really still wants the people to have something. And so what he does is he asks God to please protect the people still, so that they can become one with God, the same way Jesus is going to become one with God. So that is something that really, really stood out for me, is he says, yes, I'm going somewhere else, but I'm not leaving you guys behind. I'm not just going to leave you empty-handed. And despite these crazy things that are happening, or good things that are happening at any moment, I want to make sure that this person, this incredible being, this amazing God that we serve, that he's taught us about, the God that is all incredible, that does miracles, that performs amazing things, that listens to all our prayers even though there's a million of us speaking at the same time, that hears every thought, whether it's happy, whether it's sad, whether it's just not feeling good today. This God of ours cares about us, and even though he got his son back next to him, he still decided, you know what, I really, really still want you to take care of the people, and I really need you to still protect them. And it's really cool to know that we have this God that is always going to protect us. So like I said earlier, even though things might be unexpected and that rat might jump out at me at work, or there might be this crazy time of a pandemic with coronavirus that we didn't expect, God is always there. He's constant, he's never changing, he's always going to love us, he's always going to forgive us, and he's just always going to come back like this cat, which didn't call her, didn't ask her to come, and he's really going to be there. He's going to protect us, he's going to make sure that we're fine no matter what. And that is just often something we cannot understand, but something that I'm going to try and get us to see in a bit of an image way, which is why you can see that I have a bowl and a banana here. So I'm going to try to show you something that hopefully works out to demonstrate what I'm saying, that God is always there to protect us, and we really need to cling on to him, especially during these times where we aren't really sure of what's happening. Okay, so you're just going to hear my voice and see these things. So my cat is drinking the water, but what I have here is a bowl that is filled with water. So you can see it's just plain water, that's why the cat was drinking it. And then I have a banana. So what's pretty cool is that a banana, it has something around it. It has a peel, right? So if I put this banana in this bowl of water, it floats, right? It's not sinking to the bottom. Nothing spectacular is happening, but we can see that it's floating. But now, if I peel this banana, that you guys could see, just so you guys know that I'm not cheating or doing something crazy on the other side of the screen. Now it's just the inside of the fruit. And now I'm going to turn the camera again so that you can see me put it back inside the water, so that we can see what's going to happen without the fruit having its nice outer casing. Okay, so same water bowl, but now the banana without its peel. Put it back in the water, let go, and it sinks. Okay, so we can all see that it's gone to the bottom of the bowl. So the message that I have with my strange little fruit demonstration is not actually that crazy thing, bananas sink if you take the peel off. It's to show you that something like this, which is a fruit, a banana, it comes with a casing, and it comes in its little protective package that it stays in until it is ripe. And we know that it's ripe because the color goes to yellow, it's no longer green, and that's when we know we can take this peel off and we can eat it. This peel protects this banana from getting bruised, from somebody eating it too soon when it's going to taste gross or it's not ripe enough. And just like this banana needs that peel to stay safe, to be protected, to grow and to flourish, we also have God, and God is there to look out for us, to look after us, and to protect us, like Jesus is saying. He's saying it's his time to leave the world, to go and find his place next to his Father, but please can we still make sure that his people are cared for? And that's a really, really special message. And I just hope that you guys are comforted in that this week going forward, to know that just as much as we will not sink, we will not drown in the water, because we have our casing. We are protected by God, and God is there, and he is looking out for each and every single one of us, each and every single one of you, during this time, during every single moment of your life. And that is absolutely amazing. And I hope that this message has been clear enough for you to understand. I am going to ask Matthew, my husband, to just close off in prayer for you guys to take this message with you into the weeks coming forward, and for you guys to just stay safe and protected and to feel loved. So I love you guys, and I miss you very, very much. And I know that the rest of BMC is also missing you a ton. All the best, guys.